This is Ryan Watches a Movie, the show where we force our friend to watch a secret movie and tell us what he thought. This is your first time tuning in. Ryan has a degenerative neuromuscular disorder known as Friedreich's ataxia. Please consider visiting curefa.org to learn more and discover ways to help. My name is Adam Patterson. With me today, we got Kevin Rakestraw. How are you, Kevin?
Doing pretty good.
We're also joined by Ryan Holes. How are you?
Great.
Nice. Man, great. That is the first time I heard you say great in quite a long time. What?
Not really great.
Oh.
It's a fake out.
Oh, man.
Like,
You psyched me out. I thought you were great. You're not great.
No.
Damn it.
damn it. You got us.
I'm never great.
That's not true.
I think you're great sometimes. I think sometimes you wake up and you're like, I'm going to tackle today. I'm going to dominate today.
I think especially when you get some sparks in you.
That just makes me want to die even more.
when you're pounding that Jaeger and Red Bull, amped up and ready to rock.
Talking about weed sacks.
Yeah, but then my heart explodes.
Remember that? How was that? I think you were over at my apartment that one time when you drank a whole shitload of Jaeger and Red Bull. Actually, I don't even know if it was that much actual Jaeger. I think it was more Red Bull. And we were like very concerned. Like you were like, I think we were going somewhere and you couldn't even go because you were like,
Yeah, I remember going to my garage to get in my car, and I couldn't do that.
yeah, it was, that was not a good time.
Did you stop after that? Did you stop with the Red Bull? Did you double down?
No, it was only 2 years later when a doctor told me to stop.
Doctor's orders. Your doctor was like, your doctor was like, what kind of diet do you have? And you're like, I consume a lot of Jaeger and a lot of Red Bull and a lot of chicken
vegetables.
fingers. No vegetables, a lot of chicken fingers. And he's like, all right, well, you got to cool with the Jaeger and Red Bull.
Yo, fudges.
Yeah. Double stuff Oreos.
Now we're getting into my league.
Nice.
Oh, God.
What movie do we have you watch this week?
Soldier Boyz.
Soldier Boyz. This came out in 1995. This is 2 weeks in a row that we did a 95 film. That might be a special year.
Yeah, especially if crap.
Uh-oh. Okay. We'll get into it. This picked this in honor of National Armed Forces Day this week. This is directed by Louis Morneau. I have a synopsis here. A group of prisoners are going to Vietnam to rescue the daughter of a VIP. The ones who survive get their freedom back, but hell awaits them. This is one of your classic Michael Dudikoff action movies. Sounds sort of like Escape from New York. You know, where Snake Plissken is a prisoner he's sent in to rescue the president's daughter. My first question is like, why would you send in a group of prisoners to rescue the daughter of VIP? Why wouldn't you send in like the Navy SEALs or some sort of elite special forces group?
You can watch this video many times and I'll never answer that question.
Ah, well, tell us a little bit about it.
Basically, the movie opens up and a cargo plane is shot down by a rocket launcher by some Vietnamese rebels, and it's a UN plane delivering supplies, and there's a billionaire's daughter on board, and when the plane gets shot in the engine, it goes down for a crash landing in the middle of nowhere. And you see it skidding around because the fucking landing gear isn't down at all. They went for a crash landing and they're like, well, no landing gear, I'm just gonna wing this one. So they wing it and then they land. And she is kidnapped. cuts into a prison where there's a bunch of bad, unruly criminals. And for some reason, this billionaire goes to them along with a general in order to negotiate them going and getting his daughter. And this guy has two stipulations. One is everyone who goes gets pardoned. And two is they make I think, $10 million donation in the name of this guy. And so you see all these badass squirrels. And they're doing all kinds of bad shenanigans. And they eventually end up paying 6 of them. Coincidentally, 2 are black, 2 are white, and 2 are Hispanic. As the movie goes on, they go to Vietnam. And they're dropped in the middle of nowhere. They're still prisoners and unruly. And they have one day to train. And they become the perfect soldier in one day. And there's a lot of things that happen in the group, so the group members die. Coincidentally, I think it's 1 black, 1 white, 1 Hispanic. And at the end of the movie, they find the girl. And the rebel leader is still after them in a helicopter. And you didn't see it, but one of the guys put a explosive charge in the helicopter. And so as the fire blows up. And the movie's over. Thank God.
So, all right. So what'd you think?
Horrible. Like, this is like a special kind of bad.
Oh, man.
It's just a mundane bad.
Yeah.
It's an uneventful bad.
I was looking forward to seeing the Hillside rapper, the one that sings Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy? That is his name. Who's that guy that sings Soldier Boy?
I thought maybe he would be in it, but he wasn't.
I don't even think that dude was born yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure how old he was in 1995.
I doubt he was even born yet.
Yeah. Now, just one thing I want to clarify, because the way you set it up here is that they get dropped off in Vietnam in the middle of nowhere, and then they train. So they trained them in Vietnam, or was that?
They trained them in Vietnam after they landed.
That seems the wrong way to do that.
Yeah, because what if one of them can't make it? You know, like what if he doesn't? We can't do the training. They're just like, well, you're stuck here now.
And second of all, why are you taking all these murders and rapists and violent people and taking them in the middle of nowhere and expecting them to work together?
And
I mean,
giving them weapons too. From the sound of it.
If that was me, and you dropped me off in Vietnam, I'm gone. I'm not gonna hang out. What are you gonna do? Track me down and bring me back? Fuck out of here.
So when does this take place? Is it during the Vietnam War?
No, I believe it's like present. Well, in
95 present.
90s present day.
Okay. So it sounds like this was the VIP, because it's his daughter that gets kidnapped, right?
Yeah.
So it sounds like this VIP maybe doesn't love his daughter really that much.
Well, apparently, he employed a 5-star general, and he's willing to pay all these prisoners to go get her. So that's questionable.
Yeah, but I mean, wouldn't you actually like hire people that had some training or experience at least? And if not, wouldn't you at least find out if they were capable of doing this mission before you drop them off in a fucking field in Vietnam?
Well, to that point, if they die, no one gives a shit.
True. But it seems like that at any point this could just all go sideways, employing a bunch of prisoners.
I agree.
Does it go sideways?
Wait, Italian.
Does it go sideways in any shape or form? Does anyone just like...
They, at the beginning, they tried to get it along, and that made guys like, if you want to do anything, you have to kick my ass. And they all come at him, and he beats them all to hell.
Oh, classic Dudikoff move.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, I mean, it also sounds like it's got a little bit of a Suicide Squad vibe or The Losers. Now, on the cover here, it says Soldier Boyz. Now, it should be noted, this is Soldier Boyz with a Z. So,
yeah. It's got, like, Video World says it's got that hip 90s attitude.
Yeah, so it's definitely, it's touting the 90s tude. Does it have the 90s tude in it, Ryan?
I think it does. It feels very nice.
Nice.
But does it have the tude? I mean, it's one thing to be 90s, but it's one thing to be 90s attitude. Where you're putting Z's on the end of everything.
I guess you could say it does.
Are we talking like Sonic the Hedgehog levels of tude here? We're talking like Earthworm Jim levels of tude?
Not when they get in line, neither of them. There's really no attitude after he beats them all up.
That sucks. And it also says here on the cover, and only the dirtiest would survive. Soldier Boyz. Oh, wait, well, I can't read what's in the yellow writing. It says from... Can you read that, Kevin? It says from...
Death row to the killing fields. It was every man for themselves.
There we go. And only the dirtiest would survive.
Which is kind of false. I mean, this is Vietnam in the 90s. Like, it's not really killing fields.
Yeah.
Like, it's just Vietnam. It's just like the countryside.
One of the 6 Soldier Boyz is a girl.
I can see that from the cover. I was going to ask about that. I mean, it definitely seems like they're going with a Dirty Dozen style vibe here, but what's up with the woman of the group? What did she do?
She's a prisoner, a badass. Is a prisoner.
Okay.
Like,
what did she do? Did they talk about what she did to end up in this thing?
They do, but they said murder and rape so many times I can pay attention.
So they do like a... So they do one of those like montage type deals where they're like assembling the crew, getting the misfits together.
Well, throughout the movie, they're like, oh, this guy is a murderer, this guy raped people, and he's on death row, and blah, blah.
Damn.
There were none of those conversations like, what are you in for? I'm a murderer. I hope the female prisoner was also a rapist. I think that would be an interesting little twist.
I would like to think that one of them was just in for like tax evasion.
Yeah, white collar crime,
and they have no idea what they're getting into.
And I'm
just thinking that they can wing it.
And I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that Dudikoff was wrongfully convicted of whatever crime he was accused of. He was an innocent man.
He probably came to someone's rescue and killed them accidentally.
Yeah.
With his fist.
Is that what happened with Dudikoff?
Is he the main guy?
Yeah, he's the main guy. I'm assuming he's the main guy. What?
I want to say the warden.
Oh, he's the warden, so he's not even a prisoner.
He just fucking signed up like a psychopath. Jesus Christ. He's like, hey, I heard you're pulling some prison.
I thought you were gonna say that Dudikoff was the rapist. And like the whole
that would
movie,
be
the whole movie you're trying to root for the guy who's the raper.
That would be different for Dudikoff.
Yeah. I mean, he is the American ninja after all.
Yeah, exactly. And also, looking at the cover of this bad boy here. So this VIP actually invests in camo for everyone too? Gets them like full-on outfits?
Yeah, outfits, guns, but,
1 day of training. The whole thing. The whole
the entire
shebang.
budget went to uniforms and armaments. They didn't have time for training.
That guy did not age well.
Dudikoff.
Yeah.
The German, I guess it's the German cover for this movie is even better with the American flag, the horrible looking American flag in the background, and the Dudikoff, the close up of Dudikoff just staring into the sunset. What an amazing cover. Holy crap. Might have to give this movie a look. It says, and there's another poster that says a dirty half dozen, but twice as deadly. A dirty half dozen, but twice as deadly. I'm not sure what any of that means.
It
means that
wouldn't that equal a dirty dozen mathematically?
It's half of the dirty dozen, but they're so bad that it's like there's 12 of them.
Or is there 24 of them? So are they equally as deadly as the Dirty Dozen, or are they twice as deadly as the Dirty Dozen?
Oh, God. Yeah, they might be.
Are we talking about the strength of 24 people here?
Wow. That is 90s attitude.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Holy.
This movie sounds incredible. How was the action?
Plenty.
Plenty?
Okay. That's good.
Oh, plenty.
Plentiful?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Is that any memorable set pieces? How was the violence? Was it bloody? Was it boring?
Fake.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very fake looking.
Hmm.
One guy trying to, I think he's gonna get shot in the chest. His chest is wide open. But then he gets shot in the ball sign.
So was it a choice to shoot him in the ball sack, or
no? I think they're like going for his stomach.
So they missed and shot him in the ball sack.
Yeah.
All right.
Was this one of the Soldier Boyz that did the shooting?
I can't remember what person shot him.
But was it one of the prisoners?
Yeah.
Prisoner was the shooting, so that 1 day of training didn't really work out too well.
I guess it depends on what kind of training it was. Maybe they were training to shoot nutsacks.
Shoot him in the old weep sack.
Oh my God.
When they arm them, they just kind of like, they're pressing out guns, and they throw guns at everyone. Like, there's guns and fully loaded flag around, they don't care.
Just tossing guns, just throwing them around.
Yeah.
Sounds like quite the operation they're running here. Let's talk about the director, Louis Morneau. He did a lot of stuff in the 90s. So he did Crackdown in 1991, And then he did Carnosaur 2. Never saw any of the Carnosaur movies, but I fully plan on checking those out sometime very soon. Then he did Soldier Boyz. He did a movie called Retroactive. Let's see what Retroactive's all about. I remember seeing the cover of this. A psychiatrist makes multiple trips through time to save a woman that was murdered by her brutal husband, starring Jim Belushi. That seems interesting. Did a movie called Made Men. That was another one with Jim Belushi.
Oh, hell yeah.
Then he did Bats. Remember Bats with Lou Diamond Phillips?
Oh, hell yeah. Wait, this is the guy responsible for Bats.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was a rough movie. I remember seeing that and just... I didn't see it in a theater. I remember renting it and just realizing how horrible it was. Then he did The Hitcher 2 in 2003, Joyride 2, and his last movie was in 2012, a movie called Werewolf, The Beast Among Us. Looks like one of those straight-to-DVD movies.
Yeah.
I love those covers. You know, you see the cover for Werewolf, The Beast Among Us, and there's so many other movie covers that were like, that came out around that time that have a very similar cover. They all sort of look the same. And they always like slap the whole like unrated version.
Oh yeah, get him with the gore.
And oftentimes it was just like nothing. It was like really no difference at all.
There's just a little bit more blood.
Yeah.
Because I doubt that movie was rated to begin with.
Right. I think that there were a lot of them that did that as like an excuse where they're like, this movie's unrated. Because that used to be a thing. I remember before VOD was really popular and you could just get away with having a successful movie without getting it rated. Like you pretty much had to have your movie rated. So when they started coming out with like straight to DVD stuff, they would put it out unrated and just make that a selling point. Like this movie's too crazy to get rated.
Played in the theaters because it's too fucking wild.
Werewolf Beast Among Us. Look out. Edgy.
The werewolf swears. F-bombs.
Swearwolves. So yeah, not a lot going on with this guy's filmography. A lot of sequels from the looks of it. That's pretty much it. I haven't seen anything other than Bats. Ryan, what about you? Have you seen any of his of this guy's other movies other than Bats?
There's one in it, but now I can't remember.
What?
Name the film before.
Made Men, The Hitcher 2. He did a TV movie called Bet Your Life. Joyride 2.
That.
Oh, you saw Joyride 2? Dead End.
Unfortunately, yes.
Hey, Ryan, how about the writer of this movie? One Daryl Quarles, who wrote such big hits as Big Mama's House and Black Knight.
Oh, my.
Big Mama's House 2. Big Mama's like father, like son.
God, I didn't know that. Well, it says characters on that, so he probably didn't actually write those other two, but
he laid the foundation.
He did.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting.
So we inadvertently found out where the guy that wrote Big Mama's House got his start.
And he was a staff writer on the show Amen with Sherman Helmsley.
There you go.
Man, I remember that show. Do you remember Amen? It used to be. It was on one of like Fox. Maybe they would play it a lot, like in syndication.
Yeah.
I never liked the show, but all right. Any final thoughts on Soldier Boyz before we give you a drum roll?
It's stupid.
Stupid. There we go. All right, Ryan. What are you gonna give Soldier Boyz?
1.
That is a 1 out of 10. That is our second week in a row for ones. 2 ones in a row.
It's rough.
We're doing something right here. So, Armed Forces Day is coming up. It's the third Saturday in May. Armed Forces Day is a day to pay tribute to the men and women who serve the United States Armed Forces. Armed Forces Day, which is celebrated on the third Saturday in May, is part of Armed Forces Week. That's, is that Memorial Day? No, that's not Memorial Day. Memorial Day is the 28th.
Correct. How
to observe, use hashtag Armed Forces Day to post on social media. Pretty much it. What do you think about National Armed Forces Day, Ryan?
I've seen a couple of family members use it before.
You've seen people use it before? Yeah, I mean, this is, I feel like I've seen this too and have heard about it. Not like some of the other ones where it's just ridiculous and I never even heard of such a thing. What are you going to do to celebrate, Ryan? You gonna hashtag it up? You gonna watch some war movies?
No, I'm probably just sit there and do the same thing I do every day.
Nice.
Any final thoughts on Armed Forces Day or Soldier Boyz? And before you answer, do you think Soldier Boyz honors National Armed Forces Day?
Fucking hell.
No. Damn it. Should have went with Private Benjamin.
No, I think you went with the right pick.
No, I think so too.
It's a subversive pick. I like it.
Yeah. Any final thoughts, Ryan, before we close it out this week?
No.
All right, I think that's going to do it. Thank you so much for listening. You can send us your questions and topics to feedback@filmpulse.net. You can follow us on Twitter @FilmPulseNet, @FilmPulseKevin, and @MyLegsDon'tWork. And if you have a minute, take a look at our Patreon page, patreon.com/FilmPulse. Consider helping us out by becoming a subscriber. For Kevin Rakestraw, and Ryan Holes, my name's Adam Patterson. We'll see you next week.
See you later.